Imagine a future where a doctor bypasses the transplant waiting list by simply printing a new kidney. We are entering an era where biological tissue can be manufactured from scratch, prompting a question of how much of the human body can be built by a machine. This chart shows the massive gap between organ supply and demand in the United States. While the flat line at the bottom represents the stagnant pool of deceased donors, the line above it tracks the waitlist, which has surpassed 100,000 people. A new patient is added to this list every 8 minutes, and on average, 17 people die every day waiting for a match. The entire medical framework for transplantation relies on a grim mathematical reality. For a patient to survive organ failure, another healthy person has to suffer a sudden death to provide the biological material. Even when a donor is found, the system often breaks down. Organs have short shelf lives outside the body. Add in the complexities of tissue matching, blood types, and the sheer geography of rushing a liver across the country on ice, and a significant number of potential transplants fail before the surgery ever begins. Those mortality statistics also mask the true scale of the crisis. Thousands of patients are removed from the waitlist each year because their condition deteriorates, rendering them too sick to survive the operation. Meanwhile, hundreds of thousands remain on dialysis, never qualifying for a position on the list in the first place. Engineers are attempting to remove the donor from the equation by treating human organs as medical components that can be manufactured on demand. The organ shortage functions as a logistical failure in supply and distribution. Addressing it requires a shift toward an engineering model of scalable manufacturing. Standard 3D printers heat up plastic or cure resin to build structures. A bioprinter uses similar mechanical movements, but the material being deposited must remain alive from the moment it is loaded to the moment it is implanted. To achieve this, researchers load the machines with bioinks. These specialized hydrogels, like collagen and gelatin, are mixed with living cellular material. This diagram traces the origin of those cells. Doctors extract a simple sample of the patient's own tissue and reprogram it into an induced pluripotent stem cell, or iPSC. From there, they can instruct that base cell to develop into any specialized tissue, such as heart muscle or liver cells. Because the source material comes from the recipient, the patient's immune system recognizes the tissue as its own. This eliminates the risk of organ rejection, freeing the patient from the need for lifelong immunosuppressant drugs. Once the bioink is ready, the bioprinter uses extrusion, inkjet, or laser technology to deposit the cells layer by layer. The machine builds these cells into precise structures to form a living tissue construct. With the ability to deposit cells into precise three-dimensional structures, researchers are now able to construct human tissue according to a digital design. Printing thin, flat structures like skin or cartilage is achievable. But when researchers attempt to scale up and print a dense three-dimensional organ like a heart or a kidney, the biological system fails. Biology relies on strict rules of diffusion. In a thick slab of printed tissue, cells trapped deep inside the structure cannot absorb oxygen or nutrients from their environment. Without a direct, integrated blood supply, those internal cells quickly suffocate. To sustain a thick organ, researchers must construct a network of microscopic capillaries, many of which are under 200 micrometers in diameter. Current bioprinters struggle to successfully print functional channels at this scale. As a result, when scientists print large, heavily layered organ structures, the tissues often die from the inside out before they can be implanted into a patient. The mechanical precision of these systems currently meets its limit in the complex metabolic demands of dense living tissue. Even as researchers address these biological boundaries, they face high economic hurdles. The prohibitive cost of this technology restricts progress to a small number of well-funded laboratories. Full-scale commercial bioprinters cost between $200,000 and $1 million. Furthermore, the pharmaceutical-grade bioinks required to maintain cell viability are 10 to 15 times more expensive than standard research materials. Beyond the cost, there is a legal barrier. Regulators like the FDA are currently determining how to classify these products, which exist simultaneously as a manufactured medical device and a living biologic. This lack of a standardized global approval framework is stalling development. Currently, 43% of biotechnology developers report facing delays due to regulatory ambiguity. Even if engineers solve the problem of vascularization, the global healthcare system is economically and legally unprepared to commercialize manufactured organs. Fully functioning transplantable hearts are still years away, but bioprinting is already used in medicine today. This diagram outlines the 4 major areas where tissue engineering is already succeeding. Researchers are currently printing simple tissues like corneas and skin grafts, while also developing 3D neural and bone marrow models for medical applications. These bioprinted models are beginning to phase out animal testing. By printing a patient's own cancer cells into a 3D tissue cluster, oncologists can observe how a tumor reacts to experimental drugs before treating the patient. As the technology matures, it offers an alternative to the medical supply chain, potentially shifting production from centralized donor networks toward localized biological manufacturing hubs. The economic incentive to reach this point is high. A scalable bioprinting infrastructure could replace years of expensive dialysis and rejection medications with a one-time curative intervention. The logistical model of transplantation shifts from a reliance on the chance occurrence of a donor to the on-site manufacturing of an organ using a patient's own cellular data. Bioprinting offers a future where we manufacture the life-saving results that patients have spent decades waiting for.